Hey everybody, Joe Buddy Timbo, Blue Collar Beer Review. One beer, one take. All for y'all. And we got a good one, maybe. But, like I always say, free beer is good beer. And one of you fine people brought me this and wanted me to review this. And this could be big time good, or this could be a huge bust. This could be one of the worst beers that I've ever poured down the old gullet. And I'll explain that to you. But first, let's get to the nuts and bolts, and then I'll tell you some of this stuff. This is brewed and canned by EAU Clare. They're out of Wisconsin. It's EAU Clare Brewing Project. DBA The Brewing Project. So, all that kind of pissed me off right there already. So, I mean, you know, pick something and go with it. Not all this nonsense, all right? So, that, all right? It's in like a White Claw can, okay? So, there's that. Okay? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why it bothers me. I don't know why it bothers me. It bothers me. And then the writing on this can, it's so small in some places that you can't even read it. I would tell you where in Wisconsin they made this, but I don't know. I can't read it. It's so small. So apparently they don't want to know. They don't want us to know. Or you to know. Okay? And the name of this, and all of that may be done on purpose, because the name of this beer is Get Me the Manager. And it's got this like monster zombie Karen on it. Like, get me the manager. And I'm feeling that energy right now about this. Plus, there's some other diabolically, everything seems good until you start digging through this. Okay? So it's called Get Me the Manager. And you know what it is? It's a great beer. It sounds like a great beer. It's an Imperial Stout. Who doesn't like Imperial Stouts? I love them. They're big, they're bold, they're dark. Man, they've got such great, huge flavor profiles. So I'm like, what kind of stout is this? This is Imperial Stout. What could be in this? So there's cinnamon in it. Everyone loves cinnamon. Cinnamon's great. It's got nutmeg. Nutmeg's delicious. It's got allspice. Allspice, lovely. Those are great, all those spices. And then it's got this star anise in it. And I'm like, what is that? Because I haven't come across it. And I was like, so had to break out the old phone and go into the interweb and start punching around, and it's a spice. It's a flower or a spice off of a like a Asian like a oak, or not an oak, like a pine type tree or something, and the flowers, it looks like a star, like almost like a starfish, and the spice. And here's the kicker. Tastes like licorice. Yeah, licorice. I don't know anyone who likes black licorice. There's like that red licorice, but that's not licorice. That's just red candy that looks like licorice. Then there's black licorice. And if this, and they said that when it's used in brewing, as it ages, the profile of the licorice gets bigger and bigger. So, that's a serious problem. So, hopefully this hasn't aged long, because if it's got a big licorice profile, I might die. Or I might puke. Whatever. But I can tell you when this was brewed or when it was made or any of that, because it doesn't tell you any of that. It does tell me that it will impair my driving, and if I have kids, you know, if I get pregnant, that my baby could have birth defects. So that's pretty important, I guess, and and I shouldn't operate heavy machinery on it. I can read all that, but half the other stuff I can't read. All right? So the government warning is big and bold, but and this is and you know what? The way they spell this, the Brewing Project, Projekt. I'm no genius, and I can barely spell my own name, but I'm almost positive that's not how you spell project. I don't know for sure. Project. I think there's a C, not a K there. Or I don't know, but I know that doesn't look right. Because I've looked at pictures of words before, and I've seen them. So, you know what? There's enough of that. We're getting deep into the weeds. We're going to do the double dump. We're going to do listen and smell. I'm going to dump it. Oh, it's 12 ounces. Yeah, it's in a White Claw can, and it's 12 ounces. It's baby beer. The only redeeming part about this beer, I think I'm having a little stroke. I'm not sure. It's 10.3 alcohol by volume, which is pretty good. It's very good. So, if nothing else, them getting me angry and me drinking this, I'll be on my way to Happy Town. So, let's do it. Double dump, look, listen, smell, yada yada. Aggressive pour. I got cocky there. I was just angry. Most of the time these stouts like this, especially Imperial stouts, you have to go a heavy pour on them or you don't get any head. It's got a big head on it. It really does. It's got a big head on it. I'm surprised that I still have a little left in here. I got to let this cook down a little bit. Let's smell it. Let's see if we can smell licorice. I don't know. I think I can. Does Jägermeister have licorice in it? I smell Jägermeister or cough medicine in that. It could be NyQuil. The dark stuff? That's what they might be using. I think they're trying to trick me. Okay, we look at it, listen, it's dark, it's very dark, it's got a big head that's still holding there. I'm super impressed by that. So, the craftsmanship's there. I'll give them that. But this star, anise, anise, I think it's a chocolate starfish. It looks like what? If you know what that is. It could taste like that. Oh, it does. It's boozy, and it's boozy along. Yeah, the Jägermeister. I'm not a fan of Smell? No. I don't know. You know what? It was big-headed. It was loud, proud, that kind of thing. I'm not even gonna. Let's just roll the dice. The hell with it. Yeah, Brussels lace. Yeah, this beer's ass. This beer tastes like shit. I hate this beer. I hate this beer with a passion. It's like you had a big glass of beery Jägermeister with filtered through an ass. That's what it tastes like. If someone poured beer mixed with Jägermeister down some filthy guy's ass crack and then poured it into a can and then canned it and then put this label on it in probably a dirty White Claw can, that's the flavor of this beer. There you go. Get me the manager of this company because they're idiots. Wisconsin. I don't even know what city they're in. Get me the manager by EU Claire Project BDU DA Brewing Project. Sucks. This beer sucks. It sucks. Your buddy Jimbo.